Greetings and welcome to yet another video. In this video, we're going to talk about the stochastic oscillator, the moving average strategy that I previously spoke about, but there was background noise, so I would like to recap on that and make sure that you guys get the strategy clearly. But before I begin, I'd like to state that it is best to use MetaTrader 5 for this trading strategy because there are so many advantages of using MetaTrader 5. But if you're on MetaTrader 4 or your account or your broker only supports accounts on MetaTrader 4, it's still okay for you to use, all right? So once you have that set and done, we can move on to the next step, which is to define what moving averages actually do and what they can serve as, and define what the stochastic oscillator is and what it actually does. Now let's get into it. Upon opening MetaTrader 5, you will realize that we have a few icons at the top, and the one in the middle is the one we're looking for, the function option. So by clicking on the function option or on the indicator sign, you will have the main window of indicators available to you. By clicking on the plus sign, you will then have all the available indicators in the different categories. So we have the trend indicators, we have the oscillators, we have the volumes, and then the Bill Williams. Now, the ones we are going to use for this video, okay, for the purpose of this video, are the moving averages and the stochastic oscillator, all right? So moving averages, we are going to add multiple of them, but then the stochastic oscillator will only add once and simply add a few instructions on there. Okay, so for the stochastic oscillator properties or settings, we will have the K period percentage on 93, the percentage D period will be 72, and the slowing will be 29. The price field will be set at high or low, and the method will be simple. Remember that the levels that you see here on 20 to 80% are buying and selling levels, or overbought and oversold levels, okay? The 80% level is the oversold level, and the 20% level is the oversold level on the 20%, and the 80% level is the overbought level, all right? Once you have the settings in place, you click on OK, all right? You will have your stochastic oscillator on the chart, all right? You see, this is how we know that we have set our stochastic oscillator properly, because now you can see the sell on the 80% and the buy at the 20%. Remember that these are the overbought and oversold conditions, and this is all we are going to look for at the stochastic oscillator, all right? For the moving averages, okay, these are the moving average settings. We have the 276 linear weight moving average, and then we have the 200 moving average also at linear weight. We have the 100 moving average at the smooth method. We have the 50 exponential moving average, the 21 exponential moving average, and the 13 exponential moving average, along with the 9 exponential moving average. Remember that all the exponential moving average make up the lower time frame signals, or the entries at the lower time frames. And then the big moving averages, which is the 276, the 200, and the 100, make up for the TP levels, which are the heavy moving averages, all right? So these are the settings. Now let's set it up. Okay, so to set it up, you make sure you click on the indicators icon, which is the third icon after the time frame icon. So this is the second one, and this is the third one, all right? So once you're here, you click on the plus icon on the main window, and here you'll have access to all your available indicators, all right? So you have the trend, the oscillators, the moving, the volumes, and then the Bill Williams. What we are looking for is going to be on the trend indicator. So I click on moving average. I make sure that the 276 is set here on the period. This is going to be 0, and the method is going to be linear weight, like I said, and we're going to apply to close and click on done. Once that is set and done, you visibly see that our linear weight 276 moving average is set. Okay, let's move on. All right, moving on, we have the 200 moving average. We go on the plus icon once again, moving average. We just change the period here to 200. Please focus because this is really important. And then here we also maintain linear weight. We apply to low. All right, here we apply to the low. All right, this is all that we change here alongside with the color. I'm going to use 200 for this one. I mean the red color for this one. So there you have it. My red line is also set. Now we have to go for something else, which is the 100 moving average. So I click on the indicator icon again, the plus icon once again, moving average. This time I select 100. Just re-edit this to 100. The shift will remain at 0. The method will be smoothed, and we are also going to apply to low. All right, remember that the color, I like blue for this one, so I'll use blue. And then I'll click on done. All right, so then we have 3 moving averages, and we have to keep going. Now we go for the light moving averages. We start with the 50%, so we go on the plus icon next to the main window once again. We click on the moving average. Here we make sure that we edit to 50, 0% on the shift. Method we apply to exponential, and then we apply to close. Okay, remember to apply to close, not low anymore. So it's close. And we change the color. Here we can use any other color that we haven't used yet. So I'll try using orange. I don't know if this looks more like orange, but okay. Then I click OK. So there we have it. And price is already rejecting to that moving average, but let's continue. So we go on indicator icon once again, plus icon, moving average, and we go to the 21 moving average, which is one of my favorites. And then we go 21. It's also going to be exponential. We're going to apply to close, and this color we are going to try and use green. All right, I'll use green for this one. Green is good. Yes, so I'll go green, and then we have it. And then we go for one more. Okay, moving average, change to 13, I believe. Yes, this one is the 13 moving average. Oh man. Okay, 13 moving average. We apply to close. It's also exponential, and everything is set there. Now we change the color. What color can we give to this guy? The color, we can maybe use light blue. It's fine. There we go, light blue. And now we go for the 9 moving average, which is our last moving average. So we go to the plus icon once again, moving average. We just edit the 13 moving average to 9. The shift remains at 0. Method remains at exponential. We also apply to close. And then we can use maybe pink. It's one of the colors that we haven't used. So yeah, pink is okay. We click on done. And there we have it. Now what this indicates is that at this current situation, we could be looking at 2 different scenarios. The first scenario is that on the USD JPY, for example, all right, for as long as price is below the exponential moving averages, okay, for as long as price crosses, you see price has crossed with the engulfing candle, the 3 moving averages, which is exponential moving average, which is the 50 moving average, the 21, the 9, the 13 as well. Now, what we want to see is price dropping all the way down, possibly to 149, 530, something like that. Because what happens is, every time price reaches the intersection, okay, or where the moving averages cross, this level will represent a level where price will find it difficult to cross below, all right? So which means that some buyers will be looking to buy or execute buy trades on this specific level. All right. Well, we use indicators to read or to forecast price data, all right, or price movement. So since we are using them to see what's going to happen in the future, we have to be very accurate about it. Otherwise, we'll get so many things wrong.